Hi, today we are going to do the anxiety healing and I'm going to break it down into three parts. The first part is the instructions as to how to heal the anxiety. The second part is going to be a small example of how I do it so that you know how to do it. And in the third part, we are actually going to do the anxiety healing for you. So let's get started. Anxiety and fear are both same or similar emotions. So all emotions are felt in your body. They will create specific sensations in your body when you feel anxiety. Now, for those who are completely dissociated from your body by numbing your feelings or not wanting to feel your feelings or intellectualizing your feelings, you will have difficulty doing this part of the exercise. But it's okay. We will figure it out together. And if you are on any kind of emotional suppressing medicines, then you will have difficulty feeling the feelings. Now, you can heal anxiety or fear only when you know where you feel it. So, the first part is to feel it in your body. How does it feel like? Say, for example, right now, I'm feeling anxious about something. I had submitted my project to a big organization and I'm feeling anxious whether they are going to like it, whether they are going to accept it, reject it. So I'm having those kinds of thoughts. So where do I feel it in the body? I feel it in my solar plexus. How does the sensation feel like? Sensation feels like as if something is boiling in there, like a boiling sensation. At other times, fear and anxiety can be felt in different way, like a lump in your throat or a stabbing sensation in your heart, or sometimes it can be a headache. So notice where do you feel the sensation of fear or anxiety in your body. It can be anywhere in the body. It can manifest anywhere. So what does that sensation feel like? Does it feel like crunching sensation? Does it feel like pinprick sensation? Does it feel like pounding of the heart? Does it feel like anything else? For every person, it's going to be unique and different. So locate the sensation first, where you're feeling it. The next part is communicating to your body's consciousness, the part of the body which is feeling the sensation. So we are going to connect to the part of you where you're feeling those sensation and talk to that part of you, that part of your body. If you have never done that before, just trust the process. I guarantee you it works 100% of the times. I want you to connect to that pain, that discomfort, the tightness, or whatever sensation you're feeling when you feel fear or anxiety in your body, wherever that is. Connect by closing your eyes and bringing your focus and attention on that part. If you have difficulty keeping your focus, you can touch that part with your fingers gently to stay focused there. So, in this way, we are going to simply connect to that portion of us that is feeling the anxiety and fear. And the next question we are going to ask is, what is the root cause of this anxiety or fear? Ask that question as if you're asking that portion of your body as to what is the root cause with the intention, as if you're asking it, and wait for the answer to come up. Now, the answer may come up in many ways. The answer may come as a voice in your head. The answer may flash as a visual. Answer may also come as bodily sensations or a feeling. It can present itself in any way. So stay open to whatever way your body wants to communicate with you. Trust that it is going to tell you what the problem is. So all you have to do is pay attention to which way your body is communicating. So now ask that question and see what answer it has to say. Once it has given the answer, the next step would be to ask whether it needs your love, acceptance, validation, or forgiveness. What do I mean by that? Usually, when you feel anxiety or any kind of fear, there is a part of you that feels helpless, powerless, or doesn't know what to do. And giving it love, kindness, acceptance, or validation of its fear, or sometimes forgiveness, can actually heal it. And that is what is going to make the anxiety and fear go away. So we have 4 options here. Either it's going to be love, or acceptance, or validation, or forgiveness. How does love and acceptance look like? You are simply going to love that portion or that part of you that is communicating its fear and anxiety to you. If it says that, no, I don't want love, but I want acceptance and validation, then you are going to validate and accept that part of it. For example, things that you can say to validate or accept that part of you is, yeah, you are right in feeling whatever you're feeling. Anybody in my place would feel that way. Your feelings are valid. Your feelings of anxiety are valid. That is an example of validation. Acceptance is, I accept you. I accept my anxiety. I accept my fear. This is what you can say to that part once you know what the problem is. When it comes to love, showing love, you can say, I love you. I love my fear. I love my anxiety. I love whatever you're feeling. I love you unconditionally for whatever you're feeling. And if it asks for forgiveness, then you can say, I forgive you for feeling this way. I forgive you for feeling anxious or feeling fearful. I forgive you for whatever you're feeling. So this way you can communicate and respond to that part, and you will notice immediately your feelings going down. So I want you to take a note of how much anxiety or fear you are feeling on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being the least, 10 being the max. How much anxiety or fear are you feeling? Take a note of it. Once you have finished the exercise, you can take a note of that again to see how effective this method has been. Once you have figured out which part of you needs love, acceptance, validation, or forgiveness, and if you give it to it, notice if the anxiety or fear has gone down completely or not. If it has not, if it is still remaining after going down a little bit, then you may have to ask, which other part of me needs my love, acceptance, validation, or forgiveness? So some other part will say, I need it because I feel this way about this situation. And then you can ask, what do you need? It will say, maybe I need just love. And you give the love to that part. And see if your anxiety or fear, that sensation in your body, it has gone down completely or not. Has it become zero? If it is not zero, if it is still there, then you have to continue doing this exercise until it becomes zero. And some cases, the anxiety or the fear may go away, but it may get replaced with a different feeling like anger or shame or guilt. In that case, I would urge you to not ignore that feeling and continue this process with the anger or whatever feeling that came up. And while doing the process, if you feel like crying, then please feel free to cry. Don't hold back your tears. Crying itself is deeply healing. It releases all the toxins that you're holding in your body and allows you to just let go of it. And it is very deeply healing for the body. So please feel free to cry anytime you feel like crying during this process. So this is a very simple process and it is 100% effective if you stay till the end. Don't put a time limit on it. For some people, it may take 5 minutes. For some people, it may take 10 minutes. For some, 30. For some, 1 hour. It depends from person to person how deep-rooted the issue is. If you have years of suppressed fear and anxiety, then all of that will come up like out of the blue. And if that happens, don't panic. Simply continue doing the process of validating each one of those emotions wherever they come up or show up in the body. So now the instruction part is over. Now we are going to focus on a small example of how to exactly do it. Now, for some of you who may not be able to get an answer, when you are asking what is the root cause of this fear or anxiety, you can gently tap the karate chop point of your hand, this portion, this side of the hand. You can gently tap with 2 or 3 fingers and ask the question, what is the root cause of my anxiety or the fear that I feel? Gently tap and see if the answer comes up. If not, then say, even if I cannot find the answer, I unconditionally love and accept myself. So keep doing this for some time and you will get the answer from the body. So these are 2 ways you can connect to the body consciousness to find out the root cause. So let me give you a brief example as to how to do it. Say, for example, if I take my anxiety or my fear as an example. So let's take my example. Say, for example, right now, I'm feeling anxiety in my solar plexus. So let me do the tapping. I can actually connect with myself without the tapping, but just for an example, for you to do it, I'm going to do it and show it to you how it is done. So I'm going to tap what is causing the anxiety that I feel in my solar plexus. What is the root cause? Even if I'm not able to find the answer, I unconditionally love and accept myself. What is the root cause of my anxiety? Even if I can't find the answer, I unconditionally love and accept myself. So now I have an answer coming up that I have so much to do and I don't know what to do first. All of these things are important and I'm lagging behind. I don't know what to do first. So I'm going to ask this part of me that gave that answer as to what it needs from me. So I'm going to ask, okay, what do you need from me? Do you need my love, acceptance, validation, or forgiveness? It says forgiveness. So this is how I'm going to give forgiveness to that part of me. I forgive you for not knowing what to do. I forgive the part of me that doesn't know what to do. I forgive the part of me that doesn't know what to do. I forgive the part of me that doesn't know what to do. Yes, it can be very overwhelming. I totally understand you. I forgive you for not being able to decide what to do first. I forgive you for feeling that way. I forgive the part of me that doesn't know what to do first. And I will keep repeating it silently in my head until that sensation that I was feeling in my solar plexus goes away completely. So when I was saying this, the sensation became less, but it's still not gone. So now I'm going to ask what is remaining. So what is remaining? The answer that comes up is, I feel overwhelmed. I don't feel like doing it. So I'm not going to ask, okay, so the part that feels overwhelmed, do you need my love, my acceptance, my validation, or my forgiveness? It says acceptance. It wants acceptance and validation. So now I'm going to give it my acceptance and validation. First, I'm going to validate it. Yes, feeling overwhelmed is very natural given how much you have on your plate. It is totally understandable. I totally understand you. Anybody in your place would feel like that. Your feelings of overwhelm is valid. Your feeling is valid. The overwhelming feeling is valid. Now I'm going to accept it. I accept you. I accept you despite your feeling overwhelmed. I accept the part of me that feels overwhelmed. This feeling of overwhelm is valid. Yes, anybody in my place would feel overwhelmed. Your feelings are valid. I accept you. I accept you exactly the way you are. I accept your overwhelm. I accept it. So you can do this exercise silently in the head or you can say it out loud. Either way it works. The key is to stay focused on that sensation and notice how it's changing. You will notice the moment you start saying some things to it, like the way I was saying it, it will start changing. The feeling will start changing, evolving, and becoming something else, or either it will be going away. If it is becoming a different sensation, then whatever the new sensation is, you are going to ask what that feeling is. And if there is no answer, ask how you can love it or accept it or forgive it. And it will tell you what exactly it needs, and you can do this process with that feeling. I'm going to continue doing this process after this video. Right now, I would bring my focus back to you as to how you can do it. The key is to keep doing it until all the feelings are neutralized and you feel total and complete peace. Yes, that is completely possible. Some of my clients have also reported physical healing of certain issues that they were having, like some people experienced weight loss, some people experienced a reduction of their other physical symptoms. And this is a very powerful healing technique. So now let's begin doing it for you. First, let's see where you feel that sensation in the body. So where do you feel the fear and anxiety in your body? Do a quick body scanning. Bring your attention to your body, starting from your toes. Scan for any sensations in your toes, your feet, your heels, your calves, your knees, your thighs, your hips, your stomach, your back, lower back, middle back, upper back, your chest, your breast, your throat or your neck, your face, forehead, head, back of the head, hands. Where do you feel the anxiety or the fear? And what does that sensation feel like? You can pause the video or the audio and focus on the sensation and connect with it. Connect with it gently. Bring your entire focus and attention on that sensation. If you have trouble staying focused, you can gently take your hand and touch that part wherever you feel that sensation, as if you're going to start talking to it, establishing a communication with that. Now, once you have brought your attention, I want you to ask this question: what is the root cause of the sensation or this feeling? What is causing this? And wait for the answer. If you are not able to find the answer, then I would urge you to start tapping on your karate chop point gently. Any hand would do. It doesn't matter which hand. Just tap gently and ask the same question and say, I unconditionally love and accept myself even if I can't find the answer. And wait for the answer to show up. You can pause this video or audio. Now that you have the answer, ask that part which gave you the answer. Do you need my love, acceptance, validation, or forgiveness? See what it has to say. Whatever answer it has given you, do that. Keep saying it in a loop, silently in your head or out loud, whatever you prefer. Keep saying it and notice how the sensation starts going down or starts changing in your body. If it asks for love, say, I love you, silently in your head. Keep saying it in a loop until it completely goes away or becomes a different sensation. If it is acceptance, then give it acceptance. If it is validation, give it validation. If it is forgiveness, then give forgiveness. Keep saying as long as you need to say it. And notice what happens to that sensation. Does it reach a plateau where it's not going down anymore? Or has it disappeared? Or has it been replaced by a different sensation or a different emotion entirely? If it has been replaced by a different sensation or the feeling has gone down but it is not going down any further, then ask what is remaining and see what answer comes up. Whatever the answer is, ask that answer. What do you need? My love, my acceptance, my validation, or my forgiveness? Now, whatever it has asked for, start saying that to it repeatedly in a loop and notice how the sensations change. Now, for some, it may take a very short time. For some, it may take a longer time. If your emotions have vanished by now, then you can stop the process. Whenever all the negative emotions have gone completely and you feel neutral or you feel at peace, that means the process has been successful and you can end the meditation. However, if you still have some newer feelings come up or it hasn't gone down fully, then continue the process and keep asking what is remaining and giving your love, validation, acceptance, or forgiveness to whatever is remaining. And keep repeating until you reach total neutrality and total peace. The beauty of reaching total peace or neutrality is suddenly whatever the problem that you were facing, you will have a solution for that. The solution will come out on its own from the bottom of your heart. A solution that you couldn't find earlier for the anxiety or the fear that you were experiencing, the solution will come instantly on its own. And that's the best part. It's like when you have removed all your negative emotion, the solution to your problem presents itself from the true self. This is the beauty of healing your anxiety or your fears. So don't stop the process just because we are ending the meditation here. Keep doing it, continue it until you reach total neutrality or total peace, meaning on a scale of 1 to 10, your feelings of fear or anxiety will be 0 out of 10. 0, like totally gone. Yes, it is possible, and it is extremely healing. If you are not able to do it in one sitting and you have to be somewhere or go somewhere, then you can come back and do it later also. That is also possible. I would recommend giving it some time until it becomes completely 0, but yeah, life happens, whatever works for you. So I hope you enjoyed this process of healing your anxiety and your fears. And do post your feedback, how it went, if you experienced any resistance inside you or anything happened, whatever you experienced. I would love to hear it. And I read each and every comment and emails. So happy healing.